live. Throwing out the obligatory announcements real quick, and then we'll do the procedural stuff.
Awesome! And of course, as always, good luck both of you. I hope for a fun match for both our competitors and our audience.
Over there, and then hopefully, Scott. Yep, no, I can hear you.
Good.
Main thing was that sometimes when I click on different windows in Discord, it just immediately stops capturing sound, which is really weird.
There has been a string of me being quiet during various people's streams. I don't know where all it's happened, but it's happened like 2 or 3 times. Like, what did I do? What did I do?
Alright, and then one obligatory social media post as well. Alright, so, y'all have done this before, but just to run through this, after I have you both deafen and mute, I will ask in Bingo Sync chat to make sure you're both ready, and once I get the confirmation that both of you are ready, I will do a 3, 2, 1, go, or I'll just type the letter G, but you know. On that first go, you will reveal the card and have 1 minute to review everything. And then I'll do another 3, 2, 1, go at the end of that 1 minute countdown. And that'll be the time to go. If you have any questions during the match, feel free to either ask in Bingo Sync chat or DM Skousen or me. And then, like, it would help if you mention that you have DM'd us in the Bingo Sync chat, just so we know to look for it.
Okay.
Any questions before we deafen up and get started?
How do you DM in Bingo Sync?
Oh, that would be a Discord DM, sorry.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
DM in Discord, then mention it in Bingo Sync.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Of course.
Alright, if no further questions, go ahead and mute up and get on your profile select screen.
Right.
And good luck to both of you.
Alright, both players are deafened. Now, if we want to say anything bad about them, they can't hear us.
Dang, too bad I don't have anything bad to say about either of them. Alright, looks like they both got a profile. Got it ready. Just waiting for one. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so for everyone watching, I see Caramel score 8,000 points in a prologue, which it's an auto-scroller, but that's a very quick goal. I would be surprised if at least one runner didn't go for it right off the bat. Now, it's not free. It isn't free because you do need to know exactly what you can take pictures of in the background, because that's where a lot of your points are going to come from. There are plants that will refresh your camera with the diamonds that they spit out, and you got to take as many pictures as you can because you need those points. So it's not a free goal. You kind of got to know it, but when you know it, it's easy. So we'll see if they go for that one.
I very much like the caramel practice, or the caramel score goal. It's one,
Oh yeah,
one of
it's
the
so fun.
goals that got me to appreciate the game a lot more.
For generals, we have collect a food item in 8 games, beat 2 levels in 8 different games, and
Alright,
our
we're
runners are off
hopping immediately into a caramel and Waldorf,
in
so...
Waldorf. So there are
Trudy.
2 caramel goals. Score 50,000 points is the other one, but you can't do it in the prologue, of course.
Yeah, so that'll be one and then the other if they decide to go for both, but I don't think he will.
And for Waldorf, we have 35 shells at once, which is also an extremely quick goal.
Especially if you just get like a little bit of luck or manage to somehow even snag a key and grab a chest right away. I definitely like the
There's a key.
caramel play, and I also understand not going for it, because that center square is often very highly contested.
If you think your opponent knows it better than you, it's a good idea to back off and not risk a snipe, right?
Yeah. Going for like anything on the diagonals is usually a pretty good call. Ooh, we're backing out of caramel, so maybe Stu thought that he wasn't gonna make it there and thought, okay, well there's a good chance Trudy might be grabbing this, so I'm gonna back out and just do something else entirely.
A strategic play, but given the information that the audience knows, that caramel goal, that's going to be sitting for a hot minute. So
Yeah.
I expect one of these players will definitely return to it at some point.
Did we grab food? No, because we just grabbed the... You don't really grab food in caramel, do you?
Well, let me double check what the
Stages
food
are
items
themed.
are. So, yeah, caramel does not have food. However, Waldorf's Journey, we do have one food item for Trudy Fruity because fish are food. At least to Waldorf there.
Fish are food, not friends. Wait.
That's right. No friends. We talk about that in Porgy too. In Porgy, there are no friendly fish except for the fish that are friendly. You get them from eggs.
Ooh,
so,
unfortunately taking a dive there in Waldorf. Right before the gift as well, that's a bummer.
We do have collect 4 gifts from games on this card as another general, and we have collect 2 cherry discs from games on this card, which is a fair bit easier than what it could have been. I've seen that 4 cherry discs ring its ugly head, and no one wants to do that.
Not to mention, like, the gift can roll quite a bit higher, so this is a pretty friendly and relatively quick card that we have.
Yes, very, very accessible generals.
This is definitely one where if you get the 35 shells, it would be really good to pivot into the cherry if you're able to do so. And I'm a huge fan of Waldorf, so I definitely like pivoting to the cherry here. Once you get Alright,
and while Waldorf isn't an easy game per se, it does have an accessible cherry. There's a lot of RNG, but you're given enough safeguards where you can do it if you're familiar enough with the mechanics, and oh yeah, that's going to be another spill.
Yeah, bummer. And thank you again for the resub, Cherry.
Hey! Stu on the other side here, Stu is playing Bushido Ball and trying to win 3 matches without any charge shots. Now, keep in mind, Stu does have a full special meter. You don't have to use that special meter for charge shots. With this character, you can throw a shuriken, which can both drain the special meter of your opponent, hit the ball, and stun them. It could get hit back, but usually, you know, if you're going for this goal, you want to utilize that tool if you can, but maybe Stu's not entirely familiar or
just more comfortable without it. Because one thing
Yeah.
is, if you're not, like, confident about your shuriken usage, sometimes you can kind of screw yourself over.
Oh, absolutely.
And, of course, since we're doing this with default options, we can't just do the regular Bushido Ball cheese that we would see.
The Amada cheese that we all love. That pretty much was almost completely gotten rid of with season 2 because Almost every Bushido Ball goal requires default options.
Yeah, it is really funny.
Understandably.
It is still handy to know the Amato cheese because this is a scenario where Bushido Ball would be a fantastic cherry to get on this card. As
Oh yeah,
would Waldorf.
absolutely.
So maybe you get both of those and you mark off that general goal. Friendship with Bushido Ball over.
There's nothing stopping you from using that cheese in order to get the gold and the cherry. And also, if you happen to see that Bushido Ball goal that requires one match win with every character, turn off the rules, lower the score to 4 because it does not say default options. You can cherry Yamada, but the other 5, you know, you can cheese with them too.
Yeah.
You can cheese with them too. I've done it.
Meanwhile, down here on Trudy's side, deciding to opt out of Waldorf, maybe just not quite having a great time with it right now, we're hitting up Rakshasa to beat the first stage. And one nice thing about this is that it is on the diagonal, so like it is immediately a strong square.
Yes.
Anything on either of those diagonals.
Yes. So like that Waldorf's Journey square, that would contribute to 2 diagonals, but the squares on the diagonals, they contribute to 3 possible bingos, and the square being the most valuable of all squares can contribute to up to 4 bingos. Potential bingos.
Potential.
Not bingos at the same time. I don't think we've ever seen a double bingo with one square. That would be
it would have to be a really spicy center square, which I don't think this one is.
Or maybe like a corner that someone sets up both the diagonal and the horizontal for. I can't imagine the strategic benefit of that. That would just have to be for like swag or something.
Hang on, Dave. Hope the rest of your rail heist went well. Hey, Wang Fu. Making steady progress through stage 1 here on Rakshasa. However, we did have the Anubis homing beam. And while it does seek onto enemies, it does a hell of a lot less damage. For the most part, you kind of just want the flames.
I've never thought about how that homing beam looks identical to the Anubis shot from Spelunky. I've never noticed that. But yeah, that's true. It's the same thing.
Yeah. At least that's what I've always called it, and I will probably continue to call it that.
All right, we have another pivot from Stu straight into Combat Ants. So with Combat Ants, one of the easiest foods to collect in the game. You just need to bring 1 food back. You don't even need to be the one to bring it back. On one of these levels, a worker could do it.
Yeah.
We also, however, for Combat Ants specifically, is Beat Surprise. Yes?
We didn't get... how many rounds into Bushido Ball did we get?
I will double check the VOD, but I don't think we had a 3rd completion. If I'm correct, I saw 2. So let me just bring up that VOD and double check real quick.
Yeah, I only think I saw the 2. Maybe Stu's delaying if we did get the 3rd. Okay, I didn't see any food brought back there. Oh my goodness, this chaos in Rakshasa right now. I commend Trudy's tenacity here. No!
That boss is rough if you don't have fire going into it, because those bombs get out of control. He has too much health. It's just... And then afterwards you have to deal with those frogs. Frogs that require 2 hits otherwise.
That was such an incredible attempt at a recovery, and it was so close. I am once again hollering about the Anubis.
Okay, so what happened on Stu's side is Stu was on his 3rd game. It was 7-7 against Yamada, and Yamada scored a bomb shot on him.
Damn.
So, and then he immediately got out of it.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be 3 matches in a row, so...
That's true.
Could have went
how does that work with the instance rule? Win 3
it would
matches
still be...
in a tournament.
Yeah, it still needs to be like 3 different matches, I think. So if you would hit yes there... Like, it needs to be...
Oh yeah, if you hit yes, you would have been fine, but if Stu goes back in now...
I think
You
we'll
have-
still need to get all 3 again.
That's what I think. It has to be in a tournament. That would be 2 tournaments otherwise.
That's kind of how I'm reading it.
Yeah,
Aw.
so Stu unfortunately did lose progress by leaving that, but surprise here, which by the way, surprise is when most people kind of decide they don't like combat ants anymore.
Yeah.
It's the first level where the deck is obviously stacked against you. Like you have this food in the middle that both sides have to share, and the enemy gets food next to their base, and
do
the enemy
have-
gets their own major stockpile,
Stu-
and you really start to feel the pain from those red ants.
Yeah, Stu handling this beautifully, though, by grabbing the attention of the enemy ants and making it all the way back to the queen.
Absolutely.
Also
So
some food there.
yes, Stu did get that food, and Stu is going to defeat Surprise. Excellent, excellent. A lot of people can't do that one. I had to practice that quite a bit before I could get consistent with it. Nice
Yeah.
job, Stu, and that is first square.
Fantastic. We also did
Excellent.
get 2 levels from that. I'm kind
Yes,
of hoping...
that's right.
Ooh. Oh wait, we also got 2 levels done in Bushido Ball,
From-
because we at least got
That's
2
correct.
of those rounds.
That's right.
Okay, it looks like we might be going for the cherry here. I have to imagine we're going for a cherry right now.
That's what it looks like to me because it's 4 score to win and hyper speed.
Resetting?
Resetting. Ayumi. Meanwhile, Trudy is on the second half of stage 1 with the spread shot. If Trudy can just make it through to that boss, maybe they can get it this time. I'm rooting for them.
Interesting
Alright.
character choice here. To keep this on hyper.
When I first tried Bushido Ball, I used a Yumi.
Mhm.
Did not go well for me. I could not use a Yumi, but using her brother, very nice. Very nice.
I will defend Tomoe.
Tomoe's great.
Her
Everyone
swing
but
arc is
Kiyomi's
real
fine
nice.
in my book.
Yeah, fair.
Now this is a hard part of stage 1 in Rakshasa because just
Oh.
you have everyone coming at you. You have these plants that spit out
We're doing...
a terrible amount of projectiles.
I just realized we're doing Bushido Ball when the first match is every character.
Oh yes, that's right. That is on the board. Okay. I didn't see it before and I was like, well, if we had that, we could definitely change the properties for that.
Yeah.
So we had Kotaro, we had a Yumi just now, and now we have Tomoe. So it sounds like Stu is just going down the list. And yep, just
Trudy.
pushing it through.
Trudy,
Trudy, you
getting
can do it.
hit by the bombs, not taking the bombs out. There we go.
The bombs are tough because you can dodge them, but also you don't want to have to dodge them. You're already dodging the boss, and that is Rakshasa. First level completion. Well done. Are you going for level 2, Trudy? Going for level 2 to get progress?
And there's the mark.
There's the square.
Really
And
good.
that is a more strategic square than Combat Ants.
Yeah, that is a really good square to grab.
And we do have Stu onto his 4th character as Trudy decides, where am I going next? Where am I going next?
Seaside.
Seaside Drive!
Somebody
Yeah,
call
Seaside
Glove.
Drive. Yeah, call Glove. Glove the big Seaside Drive stand.
This one's
We
the
do have
pacifist.
clear stage 1. Yeah.
The only thing we can really shoot here are the trucks that come in from the side, and we can only blow them up. Oh, maybe is there another seaside?
There is no other seaside on the board. So this square, there has been some discussion on this square because defeat only the bosses added there for clarification. Now you can destroy, as Karma was saying, you can make the trucks turn into like, a bouncing truck corpse, I guess you could call it.
Yeah.
You don't get points for just killing them halfway. You have to finish off the truck to get the points. And that's why you're able to get 10,000 points and it's perfectly legal.
Yeah.
However, I think Trudy saw that stipulation and decided, well, maybe I don't want to do this. Back to
Yeah.
Waldorf.
I'm gonna try and mark the squares that people are going for a little bit here. With the
Excellent, right
stars.
on.
So we know we're kind of where we're looking at. Waldorf's still not quite cooperating here.
Chiomi is actually playing nice with Stu. It's 2-2, and ooh, Ayumi's
Oh, one more
Ayumi's
point.
special is borderline impossible to dodge. I don't think I've ever returned Ayumi's special. It's rough.
Just need that one more.
Oh no!
Oh wow, that save!
He knew, and there you go. That's Chiomi. We have just one more, and that's Yamada.
Amazing comeback.
Let's see it, Stu. Now remember, Bushido Ball, win once with every character. That is in the top right position, which means maybe Stu has his eyes on the top row for diagonal. Now, Waldorf would be part of that, and would also be part of Trudy's potential bingo in the fourth column. So, Waldorf here is a big strategic move for these players.
This will be an incredible block if Trudy's able to grab this.
Oh yes, and just looking at the other scores that Trudy would have to deal with, Paint Chase, the very hard reach, 350 points. 350 points is the better part of an entire cherry for Paint Chase.
Yeah.
We have Lazy Cops, which requires that you complete the final two stages. They're not easy stages, they're complicated. There's good routing for them, but you have to be ready to do that. And we do have a marked Bushido Ball in the top right corner, and we have a Waldorf race! Let's
race
go!
some Waldorf!
Now, Trudy does have a hefty advantage, just picked up a chest, has 23 shells.
But no
Trudy just
energy.
needs 12 more. No energy. That's a death sentence in Waldorf. No puffins either. So Trudy basically has to land every shot. If Trudy misses even once, back to square one. Oh! And we have Fish. That's going to give Trudy some energy that he desperately needs as Stu resets. Oh!
Found a
Back
puffin and another fish.
And the fish. Excellent strategic move. 8 more shells. 8 more shells.
Got
And
the
we
rain
have the win.
starting.
Yeah, this is going to be rough. So, as a reminder to everyone, every shell, by default, is just worth 1. We really want to see those big shells. Big shells provide you, what is it, Karma? Is it 3 or 5 for a big shell?
I actually forgot. I want to say
I
5.
can't believe I don't remember.
There's our
let me
gift
double-
for Trudy.
Excellent,
Although I think no, it's
excellent.
3. Wait, no, the puffins at the end are 3.
Puffins at the end are 3.
I guess we're about to find out on Trudy's side here. Okay,
Alright, bring up a guide
that
real
was
quick for
4.
Waldorf's journey.
That was 4 for that one.
Let's see.
No, we lost it at 33 shells.
So the big shells, conches, as the wiki calls them, are worth 4, actually.
Yeah.
And also the small shells are known as scallops. I did not know that.
I just saw that on Trudy, said it was 4 right before Trudy died at 33.
And the puffins, they actually give you a helix. It's a unique icon when the puffins give you shells for getting to the end with them. So
yeah, and those are
we have
3
3 different
each,
types
right?
of shells. Yeah, they're 3 each, yeah. So both players are neck and neck on this shelf war. There's obviously still that danger of not completing. Stu is taking a slow and steady approach. 3 puffins in tow, plenty of energy, but it's quickly going away because that wind blowing against you can cause a lot of problems. And if it takes you, it'll keep pushing you back. We have a key for that chest, which will bring us up to 32. No.
Oh, hold
there's
on.
a conch. Okay, just get the chest. Get the chest. Mind the cloud.
Oh, this is rough.
No. Okay, that's fine. We have puffins for this reason.
We don't have any energy left.
Okay, we have 2 tries though. We have 2 tries. Stu has one more, technically 2 tries to get this.
Oh.
Trudy has 9 more shells away from getting that square.
This
All
is the
Stu has to
most
do
intense
is land on this
Waldorf.
platform. Oh! And that's 35. That is the square and a very dangerous bingo in motion on the first row.
Ooh. That mini and max
So we have-
square is gonna be, like, tricky for anyone that hasn't routed it.
I haven't routed it. I don't actually know how to do that yet, but hopefully soon. So we have Ninpeck now. Ninpeck, which is potentially have 6 extra lives at once in the bottom left corner. It can't contribute to a diagonal, but it could contribute to a brand new bingo threat in
Honestly,
the first column and the 5th row.
Yeah, I think I like what Stu is doing here. I think Stu is recognizing that both of those 2 remaining goals are gonna take a bit of time to get, so that's a big investment for Trudy. So Stu's just gonna go around and pick up whatever other squares he can.
We have Kick Club on Trudy's side, and I don't see a Kick Club goal, which means this is probably straight up for just the 2 fastest levels you could get. Just beat 2 levels in Kick Club,
Grab some
we just
food.
need
Grab some
a food item. Any food, literally any food item.
Yay,
there we go.
We got some food.
All right, so that's progress to that, and Trudy just needs to beat this next stage to get more level progress. This is exactly what Stu wants, because getting those 16 levels, 2 in 8 different games, that is time consuming.
Yeah.
And as far as Trudy's concerned, Stu is either working on those levels as well, or is in mini and max trying to get those shinies.
There's our 2 levels in Kick Club.
Pin Golf, another easy 2 levels.
Great choice.
Now, Pin Golf, do we have any Pin Golf on the board? I don't see Pin Golf on the board.
Yeah, so this will just be our 2 levels.
We do have a potential gift for Pin Golf, which is, just double checking here,
Getting a hole-in-one.
It is a hole-in-one, which you can get on that first hole.
Unfortunately, not on the card.
Not available for us, but hey, we want those levels. And actually, we can't get the gift on this. It's not going to help us because it has to be for games on the card.
Yeah.
So obviously, we want the hole-in-one anyway, but hole-in-two is just fine. Good hit.
Technically, the hole-in-two is faster, since it
yeah,
doesn't
that's
do
right,
the fanfare.
Yeah, the animation. I forgot about that. So
There's
that's
another 2
2
levels.
more levels. Yes. Now, Trudy does have to get through 6 more games with 2 levels each. Going off of the resource document here, let's see where Trudy might want to go. Off the top of my head, Campanella 1, excellent choice. A Bushido Ball, getting 2 wins ain't too bad.
Paint Chase.
Paint Chase, 2 very quick levels.
Especially if you do the funny dev exit on stage 1 for...
Yes. So as a reminder to our audience, if you just sit in the bottom right corner until the enemy tanks reach 80%, instead of giving you an instant loss, it'll tell us that Jerry is an excellent programmer and just give you a free win. And not only is a free win, it's a high-scoring free win, and it will occur long before that meter expires. It counts as a win, it counts as a level, and we have 6 extra lives at once in Ninpeck. Excellent get. I wonder if Trudy's going to take wind of this and decide that maybe Stu isn't threatening bingo after all.
Party House, you know I'm happy.
I love Party House. So for Party House, we have 4 celebrities in a party at once without getting busted. Now, celebrities will always bring 2 guests with them. You do not have a say in this. They will always bring 2 guests, which means amongst 4 celebrities, that's 3 times 4, that's 12 spots just for the celebrities and who they bring. And if they bring someone and it would push you over your house limit, the fire marshal comes by, nope, doesn't let that happen, and busts you. So you have to have a large house, you have to have the celebrities, and you have to have the popularity to get those celebrities. And also, by the way, trouble's still a thing in Party House.
Thankfully, with our scenario here in Best Wishes, we have the bartender that gives us a ton of money to expand our house, And the one scenario where a celebrity can't bust you is if your house is bigger than your Rolodex. We are picking up
Yes.
rock stars, which is an interesting call considering that is additional trouble. I don't know.
We do have hippies.
Yeah, we do have hippies, so like it can work, but I feel like you probably just want to push for hippies and bartenders to expand your house.
Now, Trudy over here, Trudy has completed the second level. I think Trudy's going for that 350 score goal.
Yeah.
It's
also-
a lot. It's a lot. It's hard.
This-
but he can do it.
This would give a gift as well.
Yes, and it would be valid. It's on the board. Unfortunately, the gifts would only contribute for a potential row 4 bingo, but a square is a square. If we go to tiebreaker or we reach 13, there you go.
And that's an important block on column 2 as well.
Oh yes, it definitely keeps Stu under control. Doesn't let him get away with controlling the board.
Trudy's playing some pretty solid
Excellent.
paint chase here.
I'm loving what I see. This stage could get out of hand with those fast-moving buggies, but Trudy knows what he's doing. I feel like this might have been a point of practice for him.
Yeah. I definitely do not
Right.
besmirch the comfort pick. Oop! We busted!
That's what the fire marshal... I remember hearing once that he's not actually the fire marshal canonically. We just decided that he's the fire marshal. Like, the community has just promoted him from whatever role he was. He's not a fireman. He's the entire marshal. He's coming personally to tell you, we can't have this.
You got somebody standing there in the void. Can't have that.
Now I'm just thinking that a guest just pushes through the wall and he just materializes as some sort of supernatural occurrence.
Yeah. I am the fire department.
I love it. I love it.
So, when you're doing this goal, one thing that I commonly see a lot of players who have practiced this goal a lot do is wait until you have room for all 4 celebrities before you even get the celebrities. Because sure, you could use the celebrities to get money to start, but for one, their animation of bringing in more guests is kind of slow compared
It's
to
very
just
slow.
having, some bartenders that go, boom, right at the end of your party, you get like $20.
Yeah. Mash, mash, mash.
Yeah.
With the hippies, it's really easy to hit 30, even with just 3 bartenders.
Yeah. Like, you just want to grab those hippies bartenders, expand your house, and then you grab your celebrities.
Speaking of slow animations, the photographer is another character with a slow animation on her action, but if that is your comfort pick, if that brings you to 4 celebrities, absolutely do that, because so many people will choose a goal, fail the goal, and nothing feels worse than spending all his time in Party House and not getting a goal.
Yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't happen to Stu.
This is one of those things where, like, when you're doing Party House, there's, like, different types of play styles that you can go for. One of them is a more mash-heavy that goes fast, and one of them is, like, taking your time on each individual party to get the most you can out of it. In a bingo setting, it does help to know how to go through in the mashing style, but...
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Better
I've started practicing mashing with both of the A buttons on my controller. Like, you know how if you have like a 4-face button controller, it'll map to each? Yeah, just go boom, 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 boom. Just fill that party instantly.
Also, belatedly, Elfie says, clipped out of bounds, that's a fire hazard.
This stage can be trouble. Like, I've had a lot of trouble with this stage. I know a lot of other players have had trouble just clearing it out because there's just so much open space.
Yeah, definitely not one of my favorite paint
Nice.
chase. Yeah, you gotta love how they do the dramatic slowdown.
Now, remember everyone, we aren't just trying to beat these stages. We're not here to beat stages. We want to get score. We need score. You can beat the game without getting 350 points, and that would be tragic. You could get a gold. You could get a cherry on Paint Chase. I would love to see a cherry land on Trudy's lap. Now, in terms of gift, however, for Pain Chase, the gift is B12 levels, which you just get naturally on the course to 350 points. You can't get 350 without 12 levels.
Yeah.
I say cautiously. Someone will do it. Someone will do it, and then just show me, oh, look how easy it is. Thanks. Good points. Good points.
Up to course 10, 172.
That's halfway to your goal.
That Rockstar keeps showing up here.
Rockstar is causing trouble in the most literal sense possible.
Okay, it looks like we're going for the goal right now here, using boot power as much as we can with cheerleaders, which is definitely an interesting way to go about it.
Now, with these guests who are booted by the wrestlers, if the athlete is used to kick out everyone in the party, you're not, quote, kicking them out. You're just telling everyone politely, leave the party, we're going to come back in. Anyone who's kicked out, they're gone. They're a night manner. They're not here.
They're a night manner till the next party.
Can someone create like an MMORPG mod for Night Manor where you just play as various party house guests who kicked out? I call dibs on the dinosaur.
I am kind of surprised that we didn't see the athlete used on that last one if we were pushing for the goal, but that could have just been a money grab. Ooh, we got celebrities coming in here.
So celebrities can bring other celebrities, and that there's a lot of danger that comes with that, because if a celebrity's bringing guests in, they could bring trouble in. If you have a celebrity chain going on, you can just reach 3 trouble. And yes, that explosion on Trudy's side lost a lot of real estate there, has to redo the level, which I want to point out, your lives aren't worth anything when the game ends. If you beat the game doesn't care how many lives you have, like most UFO 50 games.
Yeah,
which means if you would have gotten 0 points, you kind of want to probably lose the stage instead.
Yeah, it's better to take the loss on your a life loss than get a bad score on a stage.
Trudy taking advantage of the fact that power-ups refresh when an enemy paints over them. So if you pick up that color painter and then a slug paints it red, you can pick up the color painter again, and that's an excellent score for that stage.
Yeah, absolutely night and day between those two. So after this stage, we should have the gift.
Yes, and this is also another potentially high-scoring stage. That timer, if we can use that timer strategically near the end of the level, you can take a lot of blue, put it all on the floor, and the enemy won't have much opportunity to paint it back red.
There's our first celebrities. Now we just need to not bust. the chain. The chain.
Party's getting out of hand.
There it is.
Just end the party. Yeah, just you're good. You don't even need to end the party for the day, do you?
We were. Well, you do need to end the party because you're supposed to do it without getting busted, and like ending the party. Make sure you don't. I guess you don't technically need to, because you can just stop or grab it once you get it.
Watch me not be busted at a standstill, right?
Yeah.
Now, we do see Stu is not finishing Party House. We will not be seeing that be the 2 levels. Do not do Party House for your 2 levels. You will not be happy with it. Unless it's like the 2 special scenario, like that's in there.
If you do have the Party House speed run down and you get at least moderately lucky, I don't hate it, but you got better options.
I love Party House. It doesn't love me back though. It always gives me bad RNG when I need good RNG the most.
Oh, we're getting crashed into pretty hard here.
That's a hard stage in Paint Chase. Though you don't really have any tools to deal with those spiky tanks at the start, but with boost you can just boost right through them, and they're a lot less intimidating with those available.
Yeah.
Boom and boom, and look at how blue this stage is.
Stu's
taking a moment.
Yeah. Taking some time here to think about where to go next.
The entire board's available for Stu at this point. There is no immediately threatening bingo. If Stu wanted to just kind of cut Trudy out, that second row could use a square. Otherwise, where do you want to go, Stu? That beat 2 levels in 8 different games is looking pretty good right now. It contributes to a very threatening bingo.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't think Stu knows where Trudy is either. Trudy could be doing anything. He might expect that Trudy could still be trying to get Mini Max or the 2 levels in 8 games himself.
Yeah. Which, like, we do have a good bit of progress towards the 2 levels, but, like... Stu could definitely...
Oh, Bushido Ball, here we go. Win 3 matches in a tournament without using chart shots on default options. Now, important for everyone.
Double checking our options, yeah.
your options do not reset to default when you quit the game. Your options actually save.
Oh, we're...
And so it might be might be that Stu does not remember perhaps what the default options in Bushido Ball are.
I think there's a default options button in there, isn't there?
I don't go to the options much. I haven't noticed it if there is one, but I will say,
I respect it.
You know what's a great way to set default? Nuking your cartridge from orbit. That is what will give you default options.
Oh, goodness.
Also, grenade and paint chase.
That's pretty funny.
Oh no, grenade again. You gotta address the grenade, Trudy.
It's the only way to be sure.
It's the only way to be sure.
True.
Shout out to Aliens, one of the best action horror movies ever. Also, gonna mention something. If Guri's watching this video at some point, this is the most fun stage in the game. Both of us agree. You can bounce a lot, you can destroy the spikes. Guri, there he is, Guri! It's our favorite stage!
You do get to have a bit of fun here. He just said something in
chat, and I just didn't notice. I miss Guri. That paint do be chasing.
Let's see, I did mark the Bushido Ball 2 levels already, so...
278 points. Now, that means only 72 points needed. Only 72 points needed for Trudy. 72 points could take you a long time in Paint Chase. Getting, like, you get points in Impact, no problem. You get points in Rakshasa, no problem. But with Paint Chase, you gotta work for your points. You gotta climb a mountain with like, no rigging whatsoever. You gotta freehand it all the way up the mountain just to get your points in Paint Chase.
You gotta fight real hard for them.
Absolutely.
Nice shot there from Stu. Yamada leaving himself wide open. Which, Yamada can be terrifying if you get Yamada later in the tournament, when the enemy AI gets scary.
Yamada is rightfully extremely scary in a tournament if you get him late, because it's just... His thing is that he can't dodge roll up or down, but instead he can send the ball to horrible angles. Best control in the game. Now,
can also catch a lot of shots that normally you might be able to sneak past somebody else.
Oh yeah.
Thankfully, we're managing to catch him while he's throwing out bombs here.
Also, Yamada is weak to the tried and true strat of hitting the ball to the part of the arena he's not at.
Yeah.
You draw him to the top or bottom side, then you launch it to the opposite corner. He will not be able to reach it. If you can master that, you can beat late tournament Yamada. I believe in you.
Fantastic return there for Stu. One more game to go here. Going up against Ayumi. Yeah, I think we're just... Oh wait, no, of course, because we're going for the 350 points. Yeah, I do kind of wonder, like, if we're just going to continue at that point. Ooh, getting a little bit trolled by the slimes here. Yeah. Oh no, that slide was so unfortunate.
Those slimes, you can't go over them when you're going fast or you will spin out and paint red while you're spinning out, and then you will crash. And if you're spinning out into a bumper, you will bounce off that bumper and still be spinning.
Yeah.
You have to respect slimes. You have to respect slimes. It's the only way.
Taking a loss there. Hopefully we're able to, like, at least make it
there
past
it is.
the stage.
So, with regards to Paint Chase, there is no value in golding Paint Chase. There is no gold condition, so you really only need to bother finishing Paint Chase at this point if you would get 500 points, which is a very hard cherry. A lot of people struggle to get 500 in Paint Chase. It's the only cherry that got nerfed. It used to be 550.
I'll admit, if the Paint Chase cherry kind of just happened at one point for me. Before that moment, I genuinely thought I was never gonna get the cherry pie.
Also, we have Bushido Ball 4 Stu completed.
Nicely done.
So Stu has two very threatening bingos right here. They both require beat 2 levels in 8 different games. If there was ever an incentive for either player to go in and get those levels, it's now.
Well, Stu could go for the Vanger and the Minion Max and then get the double bingo in League.
We were just talking about it. We can have it. This is going to be the first time. Also, Stu is still playing Bushido Ball. I think he's going for the cherry, which,
We haven't
unless
dropped
you're
any
doing
games.
the cheese, Bushido Ball cherry is kind of tough.
And it does take some time here. Like, I genuinely think it would be faster to reset and set the rules still.
Well, I wonder if Stu would even bother if he had to do this from the beginning. Does he know the cheese?
Yeah, that's also true. And, like, Spooty kind of made this point a while back, and it stuck with me, that it's one thing to know the cheese in Bushido Ball, but you really need to practice it, because there's a lot of little ways that the cheese can go wrong, and you need to be able to adjust on the fly, and you don't get that unless you practice.
You know what's kind of funny? I can't do the cheese with Yamada, who's known for the cheese. I can do with Katara, though.
Elfie pointing out that Trudy is at 349 right now.
All you essentially have to do is beat this stage. And this stage is one of the harder ones. You really want to use that time stop strategically, because we have the worst enemies. We have these blocks that are fading in and out, and they will crush you unless you time stop those blocks.
Yeah. Which thankfully we do have the time stop.
Alright, time stop. It's back. Time stop. No!
No, you really need to grab that time stop.
That's definitely gonna be a loss. Oh. No! 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 Oh my god!
No!
Trudy, I'm so sorry!
No!
Can someone clip that, please? Can someone clip that, please?
Oh,
I am so sorry.
No.
Oh.
I'll leave a marker there for later if nobody else gets it, but yeah, if someone could get that.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That might be enough for me to just rage quit the entire bingo match.
I am like second-hand heartbroken here.
That was a lot of time too, unfortunately. But Trudy is a soldier, and he is soldiering on to Warp Tank. Beat Orb Sector without defeating any floating eyeballs. Now, you cannot use Slim Tank to get the Orb Sector, because we don't have any other Warp Tank goals. This will count for 2 levels, 2 accessible levels.
So one thing that I could see doing here, get the 2 levels, duck out, and then start working on that diagonal once you get, like, the other rest of your 2 levels. So, like,
that could be the move.
If Stu's not gonna get those 2 levels in 8 games, then, you know, Trudy still has an in here.
It's true, because it doesn't matter how many squares you have on the board as long as you can get bingo. And we have had I believe, 2 different games already this season where someone got a bingo with a square minority.
Yeah.
With regards to Warp Tank, to get to Orb Sector, as a reminder to everyone, you need to complete 4 levels. Only once you've completed the 4th level does the block on the hub world move that allows you to reach Orb Sector. The actual act of beating Orb Sector without destroying any floating eyeballs. Now, that's a little on the harder side.
It's a bit of a trial on its own.
Canvas has devised a strategy where if you just hold left for the entirety of, like, let's say the first third of Orb Sector, you will dodge every enemy perfectly until the slime spawns. So this Canvas strat, Canvas being known for the craziest strats I'm very quickly understanding, will get you through a lot of Orb Sector. And it seems that Trudy's having difficulty getting to the pill on the right.
Which I think Trudy might not know.
There we go.
Thank you, Elfie, for pointing out that was a cherry in Bushido Ball.
Excellent job, excellent job. Bushido Ball Cherry is difficult. And we're going for Caramel. I think Stu has definitely planted his flag on the fact that maybe 8,000 points of prologue is something that he hasn't routed, but 50,000 points in Caramel.
Like, I could understand going for that, because it's like, you don't have to have it quite as nearly routed out, you just need to survive.
Exactly.
So if you're a little more comfortable with the main game, maybe you do that. Although if you're more comfortable with the main game, you should probably be
We're in the prologue.
Yeah.
So with regards to 50,000 points, I don't know if it's actually possible to do it on the first level alone, but you can definitely get really close going into the first wormhole. You can get the 50,000 in that first wormhole, and then you're good to go. Also, interesting fact about Caramel that people might not know, if you stop firing, any gems that refresh the camera, they magnet to you no matter where they are.
Mm-hmm.
No one ever notices though, because no one stops firing because it's Caramel, right?
Yeah, it took me a long time to figure that out, and I only realized it because, you need to release the button to shoot your charge shot.
And that is yet another stage in Warp Tank. That is another 2 levels.
Mm-hmm.
So where are we at for 2 level completions? One of the easiest 2 levels to do. 4, and this
4.
will be 5.
Yes.
So, in case anyone is curious, there is on the resource document a list of games that have particularly fast 2 levels. Campanella is, of course, on there. Interesting thing with Mooncat, every screen transition is treated as a level. So if you just get out of the prologue in Mooncat, you will have 2 level completions.
Yeah, you just need to get up to the boom boom bang.
That was perfect. And then you see Space Baby Creature, because remember, you're not playing as Mooncat, you're playing as the creature. I don't know what Eric was thinking when he made Mooncat.
Oh yeah.
Egg Boss is hard. Block Koala, very fast 2 levels, excellent.
Yeah, Van Strummer, the prologue levels do count, so there you go. That's more info for your future matches.
I actually didn't know that until I was casting Wayne's matches and someone else brought it up and I was like, oh, for real?
Yeah. Wait,
so
we got the 2 in Campanella, right? Yeah.
Yes, very, very quick 2 levels. So some other quick 2 level goals, 2 level entries. We have Camouflage. First level's basically free. Overbold, you can just do 1 bet with 2 levels in Overbold. We have Devilition, which, you have to think a little bit, but I believe in you. You don't have to worry about running out of tiles because the first 2 levels are that easy. Rail Heist. I never thought about Rail Heist as having fast levels, but I guess, yeah.
I am kind of, not over the fact that right now Trudy is in Block Koala for 2 levels. Because I don't see
Interesting
Block
thing.
Koala anywhere else on the board, so this is just for 2 levels.
Block Koala, it's listed on here as reasonably fast, but it's not bolded. So whoever made that
Right.
list decided that Block Koala was not fast enough to be worthy of the
Ooh.
bold.
Oh no, we lost our points there.
Oh no! Which means Stu does have to build up to 50,000 from scratch if he wants to continue this run. It's interesting because I would actually argue that that caramel, the first level is the hardest. So maybe Stu's making that decision as well, and going straight to Ghost World after this.
Okay, that was another 2 levels in Block Koala, I believe.
Tactics is another quick 2 as well, but you do have to know how to play a tactics, and I know a lot of folks just don't want to play a tactics.
Kind of looking at gifts right now, it looks like. Need to pay attention to the fact that they would be only for the ones on this card, so that pin golf gift doesn't count. Thinking here.
Rail Heist, if Trudy was thinking about that diagonal, and if Trudy's wanting to put the time in, Lazy Cops beat Vengeance in the final score. That's 2 levels. It's on the diagonal.
Big Bell Race.
It would be
Good
everything
choice.
that Trudy wants, yes. So Big Bell Race, not the quickest 2 levels that you can do, but it is 2 levels that you can get very consistently.
Yeah.
So this is a reasonable choice.
Oh, backing out.
Yeah, Caramel, 50,000 points. It's a time-consuming goal, and I'm sure it can't feel good to have to go at it again.
Okay, I guess we're going for levels now?
Is this a level race?
I think it is.
Trudy has a hefty level advantage on Stu, but it's not insurmountable. If Stu is really good at getting levels, this could flip.
Do the in-between levels in Caramel Caramel count as levels?
Oh.
If you have the level sheet pulled up.
I have the level sheet up. Okay. I'm gonna continue to check. I would believe that they count. They're on the world map. They have to count. When you go to stage select, they're on there.
I'm gonna mark that. But I could also see it being ruled that they don't.
Stu DM'd you a question.
I bet
is it the caramel question?
Oh. No, it was Bushido Ball.
Oh, Bushido Ball. Is it did that count as 2 levels?
Each match is a level.
Yes, each match is a level, yeah. And that was a pretty strategic time to DM, yes. So I believe that's 2 more levels in Big Bell Race. And was that 2 levels in Kick Club? That goes by pretty quick.
Okay. Playlist should... What do you mean, the thing? Is it fine now? Right, anyway, let me mark the 2 levels for Big Bell Race. Wait, did we not get the... Why? Wait, if you're going for the 2 levels, why would you not just do minimum bets here? I think would be the play.
Because Overbold has a gold disc.
Yeah, but I think... Wait. What? We're going into Disconia now. I'm confused. Might be
There are
trying to
2
get
levels.
like a...
It's 50 plus gold.
Yeah, just like...
And it's also have 5 enemy discs round.
I feel like we're committing pretty hard to like the 2 levels. We should do that.
Okay.
Okay, have I missed... I feel like I've missed some things. I was 2 levels in Block Koala on Stu's side as well. I think there's a good chance that
Okay, wait. I got it. I found it in the resource document for Caramel. What? It's in there. Planet or orb shower.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that
is 2 levels done for Stu, and Trudy will have it once he gets past. It's another 2. Stu is up to 6 sets of 2 levels beaten. This is looking real dangerous here for Trudy now. Oh, this is so rough, because if Trudy had just hopped into Mooncat and just did the tutorial really quick, he could check this off.
Yes, so as a reminder to everyone who might be watching, everything is in the resource document. You might have to hunt a little bit, but it is all there. What counts as a boss, food, beverage, fuel and pork is not a beverage. What counts as a level, it's on the resource document. For the definitions for the different goals, it is under the general bingo rules. You can access that either from a direct link to it or from the UFO 50 bingo overview document.
We already did combat ants.
Yes. Yeah, combat ants, that was 2 levels as well.
Stu is opening up combat ant. I think I only have 7. Am I missing something?
Okay, so where
Overbold,
you're asking where Stu's levels came from, correct?
Yeah, so we had combat ants, Bushido Ball, Overbold, Campanella, Block Koala,
Kick Club.
Kick Club. Oh, I think I missed Kick Club happening.
Kick Club was very quick.
I think I genuinely missed Kick Club happening.
Okay. So Stu was kind of picking up
Caramel,
levels.
yeah. We did mark that one. And then... Yeah.
So, at this point, Stu's going for that mini max 150 shinies. Now, even if you don't know where the shinies are, you kind of got to go for the goal at this point.
Yeah.
And smartly, Trudy is trying to block a bingo. Unfortunately, there's 2 bingos to block.
Yep.
And Trudy isn't going to be sniping the one that Stu's going for, so...
Being in Caramel was definitely rough.
This really comes down to, can Stu do mini and max? it's where's 150 shinies?
Yeah.
I don't know where they are. I would be doing this the same way, just kind of going places and seeing where they are. And shout out to this area, which is a giant rail heist reference.
Yeah. I appreciate the music being, like, so appropriately themed alongside just all of the little set pieces. Unfortunately, that secret that we get here doesn't really help us because we can't shrink any further.
Yeah.
A few more. Oh no! We got blown up!
Oop.
%25% completion, too. This is not a goal that I have practiced, so I would definitely...
I haven't practiced either.
I would definitely be pulling up the resource document for this one. Which, I will admit, the resource document for Vanger has quite a bit in there, and it's a lot easier to read when you're not in the middle of a match.
Yeah, well, I will say whoever put this together did do a phenomenal job because they have the maps for each of the sectors and a very clearly identified line. The problem is that Vanger is just a giant mess of a map. Like, the map is massive. It's a beautiful game. But having to navigate it with this flip mechanic and all the obstacles and key cards and mods and... You don't want to have to do Vanger on the fly. You really want to know this one going and practice Vanger. I'm talking to you who's listening right now. You better practice Vanger.
Vanger is
it will show up on your card.
Vanger is definitely a really good game to just have the knowledge for. Because, like, a lot of the goals that are in it are not all that long, but you kind of got to know where you're going.
And actually... I don't see anything with regards to 25% on the resource document. Is there a breakdown of everything's value?
Well, if there's one thing about every Vanger goal, is that it starts by getting heat mod, so if we head to the left here, that's heat mod. Oh wait, never mind. We needed to head up a little bit more.
Yeah, well, like, I'm looking at all of the different guides in Vanger, and again, there are a lot of guides in Vanger. You need 3 bosses, we got you. You need force mod, we got you. And this guy, by the way, does count as a boss. He's not a mini boss. If you follow these guides to, like, get all the mods, get all the bosses, explore lots of the map, you'll probably be pretty close to 25% by the time you're done. You just gotta kind of save and then check afterwards.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the contributing numbers are for each one. No,
I know some games do have percents, like Golfaria. I think the Golfaria section actually tells you the exact breakdown.
And as does Porgies, I believe.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone contributing to the resource document, by the way. You're all superstars.
It's such a big document at this point.
What's also beautiful, because for a lot of these goals, we're actually seeing multiple ways to do these goals on some of the more obtuse ones, like Blockawala.
Yeah.
Blockawala has different level recommendations, and that's like, oh, here's Spooty's choice for the recommendations, here's Pine's choices for recommendations, and it's good just kind of showing the open-endedness of these goals, where even if you know how to complete the goal, you can complete it faster. You can complete it faster.
Yeah.
Also, this boss is kind of rough.
Yeah, so typically what you want to do for these bosses in Vanger is to have the heat mod, and then you put it on your gravity slot.
Oh, and do the stomp that causes the fire wave.
Yeah, every time you flip, you send out a fire wave, and you spam flip next to it, and you tear through this thing's HP.
I'm going to write that down because I didn't think of that.
It's in the resource doc.
You know, this resource document, you want to know how big this resource document is?
Huge!
It's 193 pages. And now a lot of that is gargantuan pictures. There's a lot of goals.
Yeah.
There's a lot of goals.
There's a ton of them.
And bingo's definitely kind of, how much time do you want to put into practice? There's a lot of that. 7%, 3% in Ranger. And Stu's sitting with 70 shiny. The live icon, yeah, 70.
Still just kind of watching the Mini and Max slowly count up here.
So, Elfie Faye, that's a good point, but I will also say pack spam doesn't seem like a bug. At worst, it's abusing the systems. Grims don't have bugs. You're not supposed to be able to heal when you're dead. You're not supposed to be able to heal to revive people, especially when revive is a very difficult spell to obtain. Especially when holy water sells for 600. So I can understand the difference.
I miss healing.
I've played so many classic JRPGs. I've never even thought to do those things. I was just like, they're dead. They can't use spells. I need to get a revive to bring them back. I never thought about, just trying that.
See, we didn't really want to do all that quest there because now we got the hint, but the hint's no good.
Going for the shiny on the right that we almost got previously.
No!
No! Deja vu.
I'm still upset about that paint chase square.
I can't believe that happened.
Up to 75, halfway there on the shinies. Still kind of peeking at our completion percentage, I believe. Didn't quite catch what we were at. Here we go. This is the heat mod, so... Oh,
now
we're
the
walking
heat
away
mod...
from the heat mod! No, you gotta go get the heat mod!
You need that heat mod. The heat mod, unfortunately, is not up for negotiation. And getting the heat mod, that's a gauntlet. The heat mod's actually kind of intimidating to get, especially if it's like your first time in a casual playthrough.
Did we actually get it? And I just, didn't see... Yeah, okay, no. Seeing the heat block there and probably realizing, yeah, never mind, I gotta go back.
Trudy might be thinking right now, I'm gonna do everything except for getting the heat mod. I don't want to have to go through that.
Or maybe not realizing that is where the heat mod is. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I could see that being the case, but just getting turned around there with how brutal that is.
Stu's doing some push-ups while waiting for the bug. Or bench pressing a block.
Squats with block.
It's
well,
a sequel
we're
to
on the train again. Not totally sure what we're doing right now. Taking some dynamite. Oh, are we gonna go fight the,
Water bear.
Yeah. Maybe not.
Yeah, so the water bear is... I think I've once heard that it is the fastest boss in the game to access, but you can't get to it without the second shrink potion. I did not ever think of pulling up that dice.
Today I learned.
I just never thought about it. It's never occurred to me.
I've only ever known about the exclamation point because that's where everyone always goes to get a bunch of shinies. Oh my gosh. I thought those were for show.
This is kind of something I've always liked about Bingo, is seeing players outside of their comfort zone, because
you learn something new every day.
You learn something new, but also it's like, oh, so-and-so is playing Ninpeck and they're really good at it. We know how this is going to go. Oh, so-and-so is really good at Paint Chase. We know how that's going to go. But what about someone booting up Vanger or Mini and Max? Both epic games, by the way.
Yeah.
And they have no idea where to find anything. I want to see what happens with this.
Stu,
I want to see, can Stu do it?
Yeah, like, Stu definitely knows where a lot of things are, but just doesn't have, like, a direct route, so we're just kind of, like, seeing it come together slowly.
I would just be wandering. I would be shrinking in random parts of the map and hoping I find shinies. And I know you can like just drop down from high up and just get shinies in midair. I know that's a thing.
Yeah, it looks like...
Nima!
Yay! Looks like we're going for the nuke in the war book to clear out the silverfish, probably.
Yes. Also, no, Stu, you cannot pick up those tanks. I saw you try to pick one up. I saw what you did.
Uh-oh, don't get shot!
Don't get shot!
I've seen so many people go for the grab in that scenario and then just whiff it.
You think you have enough time, but that...
Oh my
The
god.
difference between glove grabbing and normal grabbing is night and day. Nice usage. You need every shiny you can get your hands on.
I'd maybe try and grow back up again and, like, get out of
Yeah,
here.
you can just grow. You can grow literally anywhere, Stu. If you're in a building, if you're on top of a rat's head, you can grow. It's much safer than doing this.
You know
now
what?
he grows at the end of the dungeon.
Honestly, like, better late than never.
Better late than that. I remember my casual playthrough. I manually walked out of every place. Yeah, silverfish. And the reward is, I think, 20 shinies for clearing them out.
Yeah.
Nice grab, nice grab. All right.
Kaboom! Oh.
I do love the excitement of nuking a book.
Yeah.
Think about that. That book's radioactive now. Also, a reminder to everyone, you can't drop through platforms in Mini and Max without an upgrade. You need an upgrade for everything in Mini and Max.
You really do. So if you're able to get into the piggy bank here, I think there might be just enough shinies. I remember Red Robot made a route for this goal. It's not in the resource dock yet, but I do believe the piggy bank has a good bit inside.
Stu, you're the one to do it. Let's see what money lies inside. Also shiny.
Shiny.
No.
There you go.
Good. I was so afraid that
Is
he
it
was
just
gonna
the
like go
one?
on this south part.
Okay, I wonder if Red Robot...
No, there's another one over here.
Okay, there we go. Still, yep.
And there's a guy on the
Perfect.
left. I don't remember what his story is though.
That is GG.
Oh, that is GG, isn't it? Whew.
Am I okay to unmute?
Yep.
Yeah, unmute. I'm gonna let Trudy know that he can undeafen. Stu, congratulations!
Thank you. Got a bingo!
But you didn't get the caramel prologue. I saw you start it.
Yeah, I heard it was easy, but I haven't tried it, so I just tried it and it didn't work, so I moved on.
It's a little bit of routing and learning, and then after you know the route, you can usually just be consistent about it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's basically a knowledge check. Hello, Trudy!
I cannot hear Trudy.
Trudy? You there, buddy?
Well, I just need to keep practicing a little more, and it was just a little bit of a struggle.
Oh, that paint chase. I don't think I've ever screamed so much on a bingo match.
Yeah, like if that must be what it feels like to get stabbed, getting game over when you're that close to the 350. So, Stu, for perspective, Trudy had 349 and unfortunately did game over.
Oh no!
Yeah.
So close. What were the other goals you were working on?
I think I tried Waldorf for a bit, but then I just gave up on that.
That was... And then, like, you went back into it right when the snipe happened on the 35 shells. Like, the Waldorf race was extremely close.
Yeah, I felt like I really lucked out at a certain point.
Trudy was also going for 2 levels and was at 7 out of 8 when you checked it off, Stu.
Oh no! I mean, I kind of set that square up as to be like, hey, I'm targeting a long time ago.
Yeah.
Figured I'd get other goals before that, but it ended up being really fast once I realized pin, golf, and overbold were options.
Yeah. And I think the big one that is important for the 2 levels is Mooncat. All you have to do is get up to the part where it goes boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, where
Really?
it goes like that. Yeah, so a level in Mooncat is defined as a screen that level transitions. So when you're falling from the clouds, when you get to the bottom, that's a level. And the following screen where there's no enemies going down the hole at the end, that's level 2.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, so
That's good to
Mooncat
know.
is lightning fast levels.
And we also had someone in chat who said the same thing where it's like, okay, good to know. And that's where, you know, it's not obvious necessarily what counts. Like
Yeah.
when you did the second level in Caramel, I was like, wait a minute. Is the orb shower level? Is the orb shower level? It has to be a level, right? Yeah.
That's my thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might notice in bingo chat that that we were asking about that to make sure.
I would have been the difference maker.
Yeah, you both were really close to completing that 2 levels in 8 different games. Trudy had that in several games as well, and was pretty close to claiming it, which, you know, that could have been a big tempo changer because Trudy then might have been able to go for that diagonal because Trudy had progress in Warp Tank. I was also eyeballing Lazy Cops because that could be 2 levels, but if you don't know it, it's time consuming.
Yeah.
For sure. Has anybody done this 150 shinies without obtaining the shrink potion? I didn't notice anything in the bingo resources.
Yeah, so this is one that
I haven't touched it.
Red Robot threw a route in the bingo chat a while back, but there hasn't really been like a formalized guide put in the community resources yet.
Well, that took me like 15 minutes. I felt like that wasn't too bad for just feeling my way around it.
Yeah.
You did it faster than I would have. I would have just been like shrinking in random places and jumping from ledges and hoping I just fall on one of those shinies, you know, that's suspended in air. I just don't know the ball.
I mean, this is one of my favorite games, so.
Nice. I loved seeing you nuke the silverfish. That was a delight.
I picked that one up from the bingo resources, have to admit.
Yeah, I probably should learn that because I've done the silverfish, you know, the casual way, and I don't want to do that again.
I mean, if you watch the tanks and the planes, it's not incredibly difficult to get through war. You just have to learn the patterns and watch the nozzles of the tanks.
Oh yeah, and then just remember to unshrink as soon as you get the nuke because you don't need to leave the dungeon.
Well, use the nuke first to grab the extra shiny in the war.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. When I saw you do that, that was like awesome.
Yeah. Trudy, what was your, like, Trudy was working on Vanger at the end to block that. What was your final percent on Vanger?
I think it was like 11%.
Hmm.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Vanger, I've heard that's a like actually terrible goal, like a really hard goal.
Vanger is just as a whole a pretty long game because to get started on any Vanger goal, you have to get the heat mod. And getting to the heat mod, you have to go through that gauntlet. But once you get the heat mod, the game very rapidly opens up. So it's like you're not going to see anyone going for Vanger first unless there's like a double or triple on the board. But every run starts the same. Get heat mod.
True. True.
Well, good game to both of you. Was there anything else either of you wanted to talk about here?
I got to play Combat Ants on stream.
And you did great. You got surprised very quickly. Nice job.
Thank you.
It was a fun game.
Yeah.
Fun playing the game.
GG, I'm glad you had fun. That's good.
Alright. Well, thank you both for the game. And Skousen, thank you for joining me on commentary here.
A pleasure as always.
I think I'm going to hop out of the call and probably send us over to Winterbit if they're going.
Also, Matt is also going with Smo vs. Goose.
Oh,
so
that's
yeah,
right.
you
That
have some
started
options.
earlier, so I think that depending on how
There-
long that's going.
Assuming it goes to time, they have 13 minutes.
Alright, let's go catch the end of that then.
Hell yeah.
Good to me.
Take care, everyone.
Take care.
Alright, chat. You and me once again. I'm gonna go ahead and send us over to Matt to catch the end of Smo vs. Goose. Take care, everyone.